I, 19M, just caught her cheating, 18F. How should I approach her? Hey everyone, I'll try and make this brief, but if it drags out, I apologize. Just for some background, my girlfriend of 2 years, we'll call her Sarah, and I were on totally normal relationship terms, from what I could tell. She was my first girlfriend, first person I ever held hands with, first kiss, and more, and I've known her since mid-high school. I got my first part-time job and met her through that, and we just hit it off. Our 2-year anniversary was last February and I took her to Florida to celebrate. Again, her and I just seemed like a completely happy, healthy couple. Last week, she planned on going out with some of her girlfriends and I am in full support. Up until this point, I would say we had a pretty established feeling of trust for each other. Her friend, Brianna, who I am very familiar with, picks her up like usual and they leave my apartment around 8 p.m. This is a pretty normal thing for her and it's basically a bi-weekly routine at this point. Around 10 o'clock, Brianna texts me and says, "Hey, I'm outside, come out quick." I rush out the door, not thinking much of the situation. Without hesitation, she says, "I just saw Sarah and some dude making out." My immediate response was, "What? Where is this all going down?" I guess some party was being thrown at a location I was not familiar with, and was obviously lied to about. I get in my car, we drive separately and I arrive at the party house. Nobody knew I was coming and I didn't recognize anybody there. There were probably 10 to 12 people there and I just try and find where Sarah is. She was in some back bedroom, and I burst the door open without any consideration for what's happening in there, and what do you know, she's still making out with this guy. Her and I lock eyes, I just shake my head and head home. The last week has been nothing but an uphill battle for me. She has tried calling, texting, and she even showed up at my place, but I just don't know how to respond. While I am beyond angry and feel so backstabbed right now, I am just overwhelmed with sadness. I've tried writing out texts, all with a variety of tones, but at the end of the day, I don't want to seem angry or rude, but rather just leave the situation entirely. What do you guys think I should do? Like I said, my initial thought is to just drop it completely, block her and move on, but I hate ghosting people in general. And she was so close to me and she has given me countless special experiences that I will remember for the rest of my life. Thank you guys. Too long didn't read. I caught my girlfriend cheating on me. How should I approach the situation? I got you, homie. You don't owe anybody anything. I for one would just ghost her. You don't owe her anything and should move on as fast as you can. I'm not sure this one even counts as ghosting. Ghosting is when you just randomly stop responding or block the other person without explanation. She knows exactly what happened. Her closure was when she locked eyes with her boyfriend while another guy's tongue was down her throat. This isn't ghosting someone, this is cutting contact. People ghost when they feel the need to push someone out of their life while things are going seemingly well, but they're too cowardly to break up. The other party is left wondering why their ghost just fell off the face of the earth. Things were not going well the last time you saw her and Sarah damn well knows what she did. Feel free to block her. No, fuck it. Respect yourself. She shouldn't have any more room in your life. I'd just say it's over. I wish you the best. Don't try contacting me again and move on, my guy. You deserve better. You're not ghosting anyone. Your ex knows exactly why you're not talking, and I honestly don't see the point in further conversations. There's nothing she can say that will make it easier, but plenty of stuff that could further mess with your head/emotions if you put stock in it. My opinion would be no contact gives you the best chance to move on from her fastest. Remember that this is just the first time you caught her. It's definitely not the first time she cheated. I think you should dump her and move on. You don't need to ghost her. Send her a text letting her know that you don't forgive cheating and you two clearly want different things. But no matter what you do, don't let her manipulate you into giving her a second chance. That's the only reason she wants to talk to you. She is going to beg for forgiveness. Then she's going to tell you that this guy meant nothing. Then she'll blame herself and try to gain your pity. Lastly, she'll promise you that this was totally the first time she ever cheated. All of it is bullshit. I, F50, don't know how to help my son, M23, and I think he is being brainwashed. So my son doesn't really have any friends and he has never brought a girlfriend home either. I'm also 100% sure that he is on the Asperger's spectrum, but I'm just a bit worried about him. Growing up he never really used to socialize much, and although he had school friends, but he never used to hang around with them much outside school. As for girls, he never even used to speak about them, and at one stage I even thought that he was gay, until I found naked pictures of women on his phone. But he has been trying to put himself out there to meet people and make friends / get himself a girlfriend, but he just doesn't seem to have any luck. He would go out to bars / clubs on his own and try to meet people that way, but he just doesn't have much luck. About a few months ago, he left his laptop open, and as I went to switch it off he was on an online forum which was about incels. I had a look through this online forum that he was on and I was really shocked, especially how they view women. My son actually has never said anything bad about women, and I don't think he hates women. He has told me he's tried online dating but can just never get any matches. He does suffer with a lot of self-esteem issues, and he has told me a few times that he hates the way he looks. He's also been saving up looking to get plastic surgery done, and he's also been going to the gym daily because he wants to attract women. He actually doesn't know how good looking he is, and I've had girls his age who I work with ask me about him. He's tall, athletic, he's currently working towards an electrical engineering degree, and he's very smart. You can ask him about anything and he'll know all about that subject. He's like a damn robot when it comes to information. But after doing some research into incels, I'm scared that my son might be being brainwashed by them. Have you told him that girls at your work ask about him? That would probably help his confidence. It would be a good idea also for him to make some male friends, but actual friends, not these idiots online. That could be anyone. Joining community Facebook groups would be a good place to start. If he has male friends, they will help with his confidence and talking to girls. He can also go to bars with them. Try getting him into social settings. Jiu-jitsu would be a great start into that world to meet people, get into exercising. Getting a diagnosis and therapy may help him. There's a lot of understanding of how Asperger's works, and ways to make life much easier for people with it. Incels are basically a cartoon. Most of the people on those forums are trolls who take it as seriously as flat earthers, but some are serious. It's a bad place for someone who struggles to read emotion and intention, and their core message is super concerning. If he embraces their core message, it'll compromise his dating life pretty seriously. Incels are about as sympathetic as Nambla, and the core message, that the world owes them sex, leads to very disturbing conclusions about sexual consent. Going to the gym is a good idea. Finding a community of people who, like him, don't identify as neurotypical is a good idea. Finding a therapist is a good idea. Hanging out with creeps who think buying a woman dinner imposes a literal sexual contract is a really bad idea. My friends with Asperger's tend to be much happier when they've found a community of others who understand them. Successful dating lives have tended to follow that. You should talk with him. Maybe he is going to need a psychologist. Found out my new partner has a close female friend that has a key to his house. Is this a red flag? I, 20s F, had noticed my boyfriend, 29 meters, had been posting Instagram stories at his house with a girl in the background lately. I confronted him about it and he told me that it was a girl he's known for years, and that she comes over all the time to work and hang out. He said that even though she's really attractive, that he doesn't think about her in that way and isn't into her like that. I was over at his house last week and spent the night for the first time. The girl in question actually knocked on his door the next morning while I was still there. Both me and my boyfriend were exhausted, so none of us answered the door. He didn't know it was her at first. Then, I hear the door open. I don't think much of it until the freaking girl walks into his bedroom. She goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." She grabs some stuff from his bathroom and then walks out to the living room and starts doing her makeup. I then asked my boyfriend what the hell is going on. He said that she usually comes after going to the gym and does her makeup and gets ready and then starts working. I don't dig into him about it, but I think it's really fucking weird. When we got up, he introduced me to her. She was nice to me and asked what we did the night before. Edit about the bathroom thing, should have mentioned this in my original post, but he has an extra bathroom right outside the room and she had her stuff in his bathroom and not the extra bathroom. I feel like that makes kind of a difference in how strange it was. At first I believed my BF, that they were just close friends and that I'm his first relationship in a long time. He told me over and over again he doesn't think about her that way, that she comes over all the time to work and hang out and had been doing this before he met me a few months ago. She didn't get mad at all when I was at his house in the morning, so it made me think there was nothing between them, because if there was I would assume she would have got mad. Just still very odd. Anyways, I had to go to work myself that day, so I left and she was still there when I left. I was really trying hard not to look crazy in front of my boyfriend, but I didn't know what to make of the situation. I don't know if I should bring it up with him again, if I should just keep my guard up, or if I should end things all together. She could just be a really close friend, but she literally has a key to his house. It's very strange to me. We are pretty new relationship, but still we are together nonetheless. I don't know if I should confront him about this further, if I should wait until we're a little bit more established as a couple. It's just a weird situation. I have guy friends, but none that would just show up unannounced to my house. She has her makeup in his bathroom and is totally comfortable walking into his bedroom in the morning. Regardless of if he is sleeping with her or not, I would not be down with dating someone with so little boundaries. Completely unprepared. Blindsided you. Completely enmeshed with this girl. If you stay with this guy, you'll be battling his absolute lack of appropriate boundaries with people in his life the whole damn time. So you've been seeing each other for months. You think you're close to being exclusive, but you're not, which I'm guessing is his choice, and he blocks you from seeing his stories. And there's a girl with her stuff in his bathroom. Regardless of their relationship, it doesn't seem like you're on the same page with yours. Have a conversation about exclusivity, and then you'll have your answer. Never stick with a man who won't commit to you. If he wanted to, he would. This plus him blocking you from viewing his ex story as stated in separate post I find extremely suspect. And even if nothing is going on, boundaries in a relationship are important, and what you are comfortable with should be communicated. It's then up to him whether or not to respect those boundaries and feelings. The main thing I think is strange about this is if it's so common that it's nothing you should worry about, why didn't he warn you? Like, oh yeah, Jane Doe might be coming by at any moment without notice because she has a key and does it all the time. Like, really, just a polite heads up, don't walk around naked, somebody might walk in, or don't be surprised if you hear somebody coming in. Also, absolutely, if there's a guest bathroom and she doesn't use that to leave stuff for habitually to get ready, very weird. Because what if she comes in and he's using the bathroom? She should by default be using the other one out of habit. Also, I just saw in a comment that she brings her cat with her. Who brings a cat to the gym or to work? I'm not having any of that. She brings her cat. Come on up, you're being played with this. I would dump mine after 2 lines and a half of your post. You are very young, but don't be stupid.